to begin with, Indian music is such that nothing is written down, and it's all improvisation. So you have a line, and then how many different ways can you play that line? So that's where the grace notes come into play. Like, for example, in this composition, this is the line, but the different ways. So you could do as many variations as you want. It depends on how you feel at that point of time, and what are the events that happen during the day, and how you mentally feel, physically feel. That depends on what all you create at that point of time. So the fingering also, it changes. So I could use, like, for example, for the G, I would either use the third or the first, or sometimes I would use the second also. So that's what it is. So it depends on the phrasing and which I feel would be right for that phrase. So I could use any of the fingers which I feel would be apt for that phrasing. The other thing about Indian music is we have a lot of glides and slides in the music, and it's all done with one finger. And there is also phrasings where I could use different fingers and still make it sound like just one finger moving up and down. So I'm just going to give you an example of how it is. So the fingers were you won't hear me changing fingers. So if I had to, it's going to be hard for me. So I changed fingers here and came down with one finger. So I play with two fingers. I have the second finger here down, supporting the third finger. The sound quality of just using one finger, it's weak. With two fingers, it sounds strong. These are techniques, most of them which I have tried to use for Indian music. Some taught by my grandfather, and some figuring it out myself when I learned from a vocalist. So when I was working with the Kronos, they found my bowing to be a lot different than what they did. And they said it, when they picked up what I did, they said it helped with the accents. So they said that when I stopped, my bow still kept moving to probably keep count of the rhythmic cycle. Yeah. So. To end, I'd like to say that you may have all this material, and this is just the structure for you to work on. In the end, your presentation would be according to how you feel on that particular day. So you could the feel of the composition, the accents, everything might change when you play during your presentation, but all that does not need to be as it's written down. It has to be how you feel, and that's what Indian music is.